What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it. All right, here we are on this, the 25th day of May, coming up to the end of the month here. We're in the last week, the final stretch. It's happening right now. Here we are at 28.9 cents, and looking like we're going to roll over, looking like we're going to see a little bit of a downside maneuver here. Probably reverting back to like 23 cents, 25 cents, 20 cents, somewhere in that area, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I'm assuming that a lot of people, as it tends to be, nobody knew what Cookie was. Nobody paid attention to it here. They didn't care, but then the headlines come out. Look at how high it's pumped. Look at how phenomenal it is. AI this, AI that. Everybody's, not certain about buying it, but now it's giving you enough time where if you want to dabble, you're going to dabble. If it looks like it's going to go to new all-time highs, it's faked you out. Each of these times here that's moved up, you're going to dabble. And unfortunately, the dabblers are going to get, they're going to get diddled, I guess. they're going, the price is going to go down and probably shake out a lot of people who bought up here. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you bought up here, it's not too late to sell. But if you don't sell and you hold, make sure you hold. Don't. It's okay to buy the high. It's not okay to buy the high and then sell the low. The reason why it's okay to buy the high is because if you buy the high and it drops down here, if you just wait, it'll come back up and then boom, you're not buying the high. You're buying a relative area to buy, whatever. Not the most ideal area to buy, but whatever. The people who didn't buy at an ideal area back here, they probably don't care anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. So it's okay to buy high. It really is. Just give it enough time. It's okay. It's not okay to buy high and sell low because then you suck. You know what I mean? So don't do that. 4-hour time frame here looks pretty bearish. You were very overbought, guys, all the way at the 90. You're down here. I would think that you continue going down. You're not really in an area that we expect you to find support at, typically with Cookie DAO on a 4-hour time frame. If we're looking at this, we zoom out a little bit. We look at this on a daily time frame. I mean, you've performed phenomenally. You've done really well for yourself, Cookie. From a high to a low here, you look at this high, all-time high to the low right there. The high to low fib retracement that we have here, you tipped the golden ratio. Tipped it, you tipped it, you tipped it. Like a classy waiter or waitress, you tipped it. From here, you'd probably fall down to the 0.5. It's very, very normal to go from your golden ratio and bounce off your 0.5. It's very normal to go from golden ratio and bounce off your 382. It's very normal to go from your golden ratio and bounce somewhere and anywhere in between. So don't get fixated on just one line. It could be anything between about 24.3 cents to 18 cents. I personally don't think Cookie's going to drop all the way down to 18 cents. Why? Because there is a lot of attention. And while there's a lot of people who FOMO at the top and they might add to the selling pressure because they're going to panic sell their shorts off, I just have a hard time seeing Cookie DAO drop 37% from here. I have a hard time seeing that. I don't have a hard time seeing it drop 28%, maybe 15% from here, right? That kind of stuff happens. I could see that happening. But it's on the map now. So there's going to be a lot of people who want to buy at these areas where you'd expect to find support, whether it's by the way of the fib, whether it's by way of buying from prior areas of resistance here. If you don't want to buy the wicking highs, maybe buy the closing highs here, and that's all the way at 23 cents. I actually have a theory about Cookie DAO, and it might work out exactly like this. This is a trend that I've noticed in crypto, and maybe even in stocks, but I've noticed it specifically in crypto, is that whenever you have wicking highs right here, right? Like here's your wicking high resistance, here's your closing high resistance. What'll happen is your closing high resistance becomes your wicking low support. Your wicking high resistance becomes your closing low support. So essentially I'm saying Cookie will probably close around 25 to 26 cents at its low, but it'll wick all the way down to 23 cents at its low. At any rate, regardless of what happens, I'm expecting Cookie DAO to go below 25 cents. I've got buy orders set up there. I'm going to buy once it does go below 25 cents. I already have some Cookie, right? I'm just looking to load up the truck. You can't get enough Cookie, man. You get one, you want more. That's how it is. Have you ever try it? Go eat a cookie. Just one. Put multiple cookies in front of your face. You have ample opportunity to get as many cookies as you want. I dare you to just eat one. You're not going to. I know it's not going to happen, especially if you're hungry, man. I don't know. If you're hungry, it's the morning. Maybe a cookie doesn't sound good. But we're getting away from the point here. All I'm trying to say is it's never a bad thing to top off some more, to add some more, especially at these low prices here. My first initial purchase was at 23 cents, and then we DCA'd on the way down, bought at 8 cents, bought some more, and we're waiting, and I think that adding more here will be fine, right? That's back where I originally started to DCA. This might be my last purchase of Cookie for the rest of the cycle, but I do think that it's going to go down there, and from there we will continue to run. From there, we will continue to rally. 28.8 cents. This is going to take place over the next couple of days. By the end of this next week, we're going to see that. It wouldn't surprise me at all if by the end of the month, most cryptos were pumping going into the end of the month, and Cookie was consolidating, because you've seen such an immaculate run up this week. You might need to consolidate, and that's okay, right? The rest of crypto didn't do this. You did. So maybe when the rest of crypto moves up, you'll consolidate. It's okay. Cookie's not broken if that happens. If every coin is pumping and Cookie's moving down, it's not broken. You didn't buy a scam. This coin is phenomenal. It's going to grow phenomenally. I think we all have Ivan on Tech to thank, because if it wasn't for him, I would have never heard of this coin. I remember whenever we first started talking about it a year and a half ago, and I've given him shout outs here and there, but I think it's important to remember where, give credit where credit's due. But I think Ivan on Tech, if it wasn't for him, I would have never heard about this. You guys, if you heard about it from me, you would have never heard about it, or at least maybe not as fast, right? And people are definitely aware of it now all over the space. And I think that we're going to see some phenomenal growth because of that. I forget where I was going with that. I guess maybe I just wanted to butter the bread there. But shout out to Ivan on Tech for putting this on everybody's radar. At least he's the first person that I ever heard talk about it. I do believe that we'll see new all-time highs. How high are we going to go? Are we going to stop at $1.65? This is why buying high is okay, right? If you buy high, it's okay. It's still going to go up higher. Just don't buy high and sell low, because you'll miss out on this entirely if you do. You don't want to buy high. It's not ideal. It's okay. It's okay to buy high. It's not okay to buy high and sell low. But the minimum target would be about a 5.5x move from here. The maximum target, the golden ratio extension, would be about a 13x move from here. I would think likely we do see Cookie see prices above like $2.50, or at least around there. If we're not stopping at 250, we're probably going to go all the way up to 390. But anything and everything in between is possible, right? Last time we saw 40x. To get up here, that'd be about a 52x or something like that. It can see a stronger move. It's possible. You're more exposed now. You've got more exposure on every exchange, all the biggest exchanges. You're on everybody's radar now. Absolutely, this move could be bigger than this last move, even though that last move was fantastic and massive. You've got a low enough market cap, Cookie. We look at Cookie here. You got a low enough market cap at $149 million. You can do a lot of damage to the upside. But first things first, you're going to correct. You're going to pull back. It happens. It's just normal. So don't anticipate that this thing's broken or that it's going to zero just because we're below 25 cents. But do anticipate that we go below 25 cents. That's the expectation. I don't know if I have anything else that I want to say. So with that, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all very much. Let's look at some short-term stuff, and then we'll wrap this video up. 1 hour, bearish as hell. Yeah, you're in a downtrend in the 1 hour RSI. You got lower to go, so lower you will. Absolutely. You're about to drop. I would expect, with how this looks too, the drop's going to be, and it's not just with how it looks, but with all the anticipation around Cookie, this drop is not going to look like this. It's going to be fast. It's going to scare you. It's going to be very intense, okay? And who knows, maybe it's so intense that we drop over the next day and then we do pump going into the end of the month. I don't know, but it's going to be very intense. That would be my expectation. In the 1 hour, as we get closer, as we start living below the 40, we're very close. We're getting to that intense area. So maybe tomorrow will be the beginning, the commencement of this drop. 4 hour time frame also looking bearish, looking like you're not in an area to find support. So you'd at least expect to go a little bit lower here, but it wouldn't surprise me if you went all the way to the oversold zone. Daily time frame is bullish as hell, but you got to get this thing out of the overbought zone before you grow more. So come down to the 60, come down to the 50, whatever. Find support in this area like you have been, and then you'll continue to run up. Either way, lower to go, then higher. I got nothing else for you guys. Do not, Cookie Dow loves to do this. Do not fall for it, okay? Look at this, right? Here we are. We're at the top. If you sold here, it would have been a great area to sell. You could have bought down here. It faked you out. We're going down. Oh, it faked you out again. Cookie Dow, we topped off right here. If you sold here, it would have been a great time to sell. If you sold here, it would have even been a great time to sell. And I did sell there. And then it pumped, and I bought back. And then I held throughout all this. And then I actually bought more. But I'm just saying, it fakes you out. It'll fake you out, man. It'll make you think it's going higher, but it's not. If we pump to prices that are at 31 cents, hell, if we even go up to 35 cents, just understand it's prolonging the inevitable. If you were to see some kind of higher high, that's right what happens before the dump, okay? Don't get fooled. Don't get psyched out. And don't get discouraged if we do just break out to the downside, right? It's going to be fine. Anyways, bye-bye.